We have another pig that's sick. We're gonna bring it in, we're gonna separate it. If it dies, this guy's sick. He's got diarrhea. All right, so I'm gonna drench this pig. Okay, hello, I am Dustin Aleman. This is Aleman Family Homestead. Our hope for this channel is that you are able to pick up a tip, a trick, a golden nugget to help you on your homesteading journey. If that is the case, go ahead, hit subscribe, give us some likes, give us some feedback, appreciate all of it. Hey, we're on second part of, is part 2 of earlier today. It's still windy. We just moved the hens, we moved the pigs. Took care of the ducks. Ducks are taken care of. We're gonna go get the cows. So we're gonna set up stakes for the cows, get the cows out to the front yard. And as we were finishing up the pigs, Natalie noticed we have another pig that's sick. So this is, we've never, it's frustrating. We've got one. What we don't want is to, I mean, it doesn't look good. He's skinny, he's down, he's not eating. So I think we're gonna separate him. We're gonna bring him in here. Natalie's bringing over the little pig fence. We're gonna just put him in a little corner in here. The thought process there is, number one, we're separating from the rest of the pigs. Number two, he needs to be warm. He needs to be in here out of the elements, and we're gonna try to revive him. We're gonna try to bring him back to health. We're gonna pump him full of vitamins. We're gonna pump the rest of them full of vitamins. Don't know. Here it is. This is, I will tell you this, Natalie and I have seriously been talking about picking up a boar and a sow and just doing it ourselves, just because when we're outsourcing and buying pigs, we don't know what we're getting. And that's the way I look at it, is when we're getting them at 2 months old or 10 weeks old, we're basically raising them the way we want to raise them for most of their life. However, I don't know how they were raised for the first 10 weeks, and I don't know their genetics, and stuff like this happens, and it's super frustrating, and we're to that point where we might just want to control our pigs, our hogs moving forward. So that's on the horizon. We're talking about that because this is just, it's frustrating, and it's makes me angry. I am not happy. I am not happy that we're dealing with another sick pig. So we're gonna bring it in, we're gonna separate it. I think Nat's bringing over yep, she got the other net, so she's gonna set this up. And we're just gonna set it up here. We're gonna give it a little area. We'll bring out its own feed, its own water. It's going to be a pain in the butt. We're gonna have to babysit. It is what it is. If it dies, we want it in here. We want to avoid any chance of that pig contaminating the rest of their. Look, if we're down to 5 pigs, we've already got a number of them sold, and we were planning on doing 2. We might only be able to do 1 this year. So yeah, not fun. All right, yeah, this guy's sick. He's got diarrhea, straight diarrhea. He just splattered that everywhere.
No, that's his second time.
That's the second time, as he says, that he's done that. Okay, so the right move was to separate him. Again, we're gonna try to nurse him back to health. He just does not look good. He's shivering. He's not interested in food. He's got diarrhea. So we just set this net up just all wacky, just to keep him away from the ducks. I'm gonna fire it up. I've got a brand new battery. So we ordered, I talked about this a few videos ago. We got these about 5 or 6 years ago. And on the website, it says the batteries will last anywhere between 3 and 4 years. So we pushed the limits on it. So this is a brand new battery. I'll change out this battery, and this should have enough juice to get this thing fired up. We do want this pig to come get whacked on this fence, because I don't know if you saw earlier, I don't know where the camera was, but he ran all the way through. We had to chase him, I had to grab him and throw him back in. So right now, he's not afraid of this fence, which is not good. So we need to train him to that. Okay, so we've got some electric out here. It's not hitting that hard. I don't know. I mean, this fence it's not set up the correct way. What we don't want is him to get over here to the ducks, but I don't know. He is not doing well at all. So this just happened in the last 24 hours yesterday. They were all fine, running around, having a good time. So he got something within the last 12 hours probably, and it's really crappy. This is not fun. So, you know what I also think we should do is spray the water nipple with vinegar, because all those pigs have been he went over and drank off of it, and then the rest of them. All right, so I'm gonna drench this pig. This is not fun. They don't like it. They're gonna scream. I'm just putting a bunch of goodies. It's apple cider vinegar, vitamin C, golden seal, echinacea, things like that. There is no charcoal. I want to get some charcoal in there too, but I'm just gonna give them this quick drench. All right, we're just gonna let him be. Super frustrating. I know I've said that so many times. I think this might be the kicker to push Natalie and I into the. This might be the kicker that pushes us to raising our own pigs, having a sow and a boar. Just because this is, I don't know. Who knows? Look, if we have a sow and a boar and they have piglets, we're gonna have piglets die. Yes, I understand all of that. What I don't like is not controlling from the birth. You know, I don't have control from birth to the 10-week period or birth to 2 months whenever we typically get these pigs. And I have no idea how these pigs were treated for the first 10 weeks of their lives. I can imagine it probably wasn't well. And they were probably raised in a situation where there was thousands and thousands of these pigs together. It frustrates me, it angers me, makes me sad, and this is the result, unfortunately. And again, we've never raised pigs, so my mind is just going there now, and I haven't had time to process. It just makes me angry, because I'm sure we'll have these issues if we raise pigs as well. But again, I want to be able to control that, and then I want to make decisions moving forward to avoid. If a situation like this happens on our farm from our piglets, at least I can look at the situation and adjust and do better next time, if that makes sense. So just having that 10-week period where I'm out of control drives me nuts. I don't like it, and we're probably going to end up moving forward where we're controlling our own pigs. So it is what it is. We're going to try to nurse him. I know I keep going back and forth. He looks pretty bad. I don't know if we need to just put him down. I'll talk to Natalie, because I don't want him to suffer either, but I would love to bring him back to health as well. So we'll chat about that. We'll figure that out in a minute. We're gonna leave him be. We're gonna go get this cow net set up, or cow fence set up, so we can bring these cows out. So we'll bring you along in this windy day. Okay, so we're just gonna run some blue stakes. We run those O'Brien blue stakes every 15 to 20 paces. And then we run the white pigtails at corners. So those pigtails help secure a nice 90-degree corner. And I've got a spool over here, so I'm gonna go get the spool, and I'm gonna get as many stakes as I can. Henley. All right, so the way this works, we'll put this pigtail. You always want the tail facing away from where you're pulling it. So we're gonna be pulling it this way. You want this tail facing the opposite way. So this pigtail is the first corner, and then every other corner we're going to have one of these. And again, wherever this fence is pulling, we want this tail, hold on, we want this tail facing that way. The other thing we do, come here, easy. The other thing we do is we put an O'Brien stake. I don't have one, but we'll put a bent O'Brien stake here. Okay, so here's a bent O'Brien stake. We just put that in here, create an anchor here. So the thought is, when we're running this fence, it's going to be pulling like this. You can see how this is supporting the 90 here. So this allows us to keep 90s. If you ran just O'Brien, straight up O'Brien stakes on the corner, it just bends. And so you're losing the integrity of your fence, and you want that fence nice and tight. So these 90s help with that. So it's an O'Brien stake, pigtail. Once there's tension on this, it'll hold right there. Okay, so we're just 5 stakes down, so I'm gonna be on the lookout. I'm gonna go walk the pasture. There's of course, there's some areas over here where we don't need the stakes, so I'll probably just go grab, I just need 5. So I'll go get 5 blue stakes, finish it off, we'll run the line. I'll go get the cows, they're way out there. I wanna bring them in, get them off this paddock, let this middle paddock rest. So I'll go get them and we'll get them on fresh grass. Okay, so we do have the fence ran. You're not gonna be able to see because it's all the way down there. So I ran the fence all the way along our driveway, all the way out to the end of our property. I'll bring you guys along. We're gonna now pull this. This is a hot line. We'll start here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go grab, I've got 100 foot, I have a 100-foot line that's supposed to be buried. I know it's supposed to be buried, but it's not buried. I use it to electrify. Oh yeah, we set this makeshift fence up too. This is just twine, and the cows, for whatever reason, respect it. They won't go beyond this. But this line, this is a 100-foot line that runs to our Energizer, and I have it running all the way here to give us power. So right now this whole fence is powered up. So I'm just gonna move that line all the way over there. So we've got power to our new fence. We just use jumpers. Connect here, we jump to the fence. All right, so we've got this line here. I'll just stick it up here, run the jumpers. Now this is hot, and I'll jump this to the line that I run, and I'll just connect it here. So I'm gonna start here, and I'm just gonna walk all the way along these stakes, loop them in. I'm only gonna run one strand. I'll probably run it midway. These cows are big enough. We don't really have a baby calf. The baby calves are hard. If you've got a little brand new calf, I typically run 2 strands, one up top, one down below. Those little guys will still kind of figure out ways through the fence. But with these established, they're big. Our youngest is a year old already, so they're big enough. They'll respect one strand. So that's our starting point, and then I'm just gonna run the strand. Huh? So we've got the fence ran, we're all the way out to our road. Natalie, we've got a water source over here in the corner. So we got all this nice green grass out here. We're gonna run them through here, let them eat all this up, and then I think we'll eventually bring the hens over. It's always nice having the hens behind the cows, because the cows are gonna come, they're gonna poop, they're gonna graze down all the grass. Within a few days, flies will come plant their larvae in the poop, and those are goodies. Those are natural goodies for the hens. The hens are gonna come out, eat all the larvae, get all those good nutrients. Number one, eliminating pests. So we're gonna eliminate pests. So we're doing some pest control naturally, so we don't have as many flies. And number two, naturally they're gonna peck and scratch. They're gonna spread the manure for us, naturally fertilizing this area after we ran the cows and the chickens. So I'm gonna go get these cows. Last thing we gotta do today, we're gonna tear apart these brooders, get all the honey out. We're gonna leave 5 frames of capped honey in the bottom and just leave 1 deep on, and then harvest the rest so we can get these bees we're getting here in the next few days, give them a nice fresh start with some capped honey. I'll go get these cows, fire up this fence, and then we'll show you. They'll enjoy it. They're gonna enjoy it. They love it. I love putting them on fresh grass. It's the coolest thing in the world. Okay, so we've got them out here. There's our beehives, just to give you some perspective. They're gonna have this whole area. We'll probably just leave them out here for the next 2 days, let them mow this down. But in the past, I was a lot more intentional. I had a lot more time where I would run paddocks and I'd only give them a section So I'd bring them out and I'd just give them sections every day. So I could make this last for a week at least. I got to the point where, and here's the thing, the point of that, or the thought process behind that, is you don't want to overgraze. You never want to overgraze any area. I have 4 cows. I only have 4. This is a pretty big area. They're gonna go through, they're gonna do their thing. They're not gonna do a whole lot of damage in 2 days, right? So I'm just gonna give them this whole area. This is where the water, we've got a hydrant here. So they've got water out here if they need it, so they don't have to walk all the way back to the loafing shed. And then this is key. We put these little rods or hooks in here. So these cows will get itchy and they'll come up here and itch on this. I've come out before the next morning and they were out itching on this at night, and this thing was popped up and this thing was just flowing. We just had water flowing all night. So learned that lesson. All right, cows are out, they're happy. Next thing on the agenda is bees. We're gonna tear apart these deeps. I've got 2 deeps on each hive system there, and I'm pretty sure all 20 frames in each hive are packed full of honey. So we're gonna harvest 15 frames in each hive. So that's a lot. That's 30 frames. So we're gonna get a ton more honey. And then we're only gonna leave 5. We'll leave 1 deep. So I'll pull the top deep off. We want to start these hives with 1 deep, and I'm going to give them 5 capped honey frames in the middle of each hive to give them a jump start on the spring and summer. So that's next on the agenda. I'm going to run in, grab some coffee, grab something to eat, and then I'll bring you guys back out to finish up. Big happy cows. Couple more things on the agenda today. We're gonna go break down these hives, see what we've got for capped honey, and then I brought out I've got some charcoal. So I've got charcoal and DE, diatomaceous earth, that I'm gonna bring out to the pig. We're gonna mix that in with the concoction we're given. Again, we're gonna try to nurse this guy back to health, and another drench. I don't know. I think that's just what we're gonna try to revive this one. We really, honestly, can't afford to lose another one. So if we lose this one, it's not super frustrating, detrimental. It's gonna kind of mess up our whole schedule. So we're really trying to nurse this one back to health. So this thing is heavy. There's lots of honey. Oh my gosh. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring 3 deeps back, because that's what we're gonna do. That's 30 frames. I'll leave 1 deep out here with 10 frames in it. And then I'll bring another, I've got other deeps in the barn. I can bring another deep out here and just divide the 5. I'll take 5 out of 1, put it in the new one, leave the 5, and then we'll need so I need 10 empty frames by the time these bees show up. So we're just gonna slowly, gradually harvest this. We're just gonna set up a station in the house, and just during the week we're just gonna go after it. So the biggest thing is we gotta get these hives ready for, we've got bees coming here in the next few days. Yeah, so here's all the bees. Gosh, I can't, it's so frustrating. They had plenty of food. It wasn't the food. There's just thousands and thousands of bees. It's like, I think they all froze to death. We got hit. I mean, we always get hit. We had 1 week where we were, I mean, it was -0 the Fahrenheit the whole week. And there was a stretch of like 2 or 3 days where we were -20, -30 with the wind chill. Got that. Okay, we are gonna call it a day today. We're pretty much done. We're gonna go check on this sick pig. give him another drench. But we're calling it a day. As always, appreciate each and every one of you. Our hope for this channel is that you are able to pick up a tip, a trick, a golden nugget to help you on your homesteading journey. If that is the case, we would love for you to hit subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, give us some likes, give us some comments, some feedback. We love the comments and feedback. We will catch y'all next time.